Lyndon Maurer is asking, has Trent done any technical analysis involving rental rates and the spread between rent and land value mortgage payments? I have the last poll here on this, I promise, but I wanted to ask everybody too. And Trent, while you're asking that, I have a poll on this, and this is my last poll for the day, but go ahead, Trent.
Well, I haven't. I'd be certainly interested in seeing that data, and maybe Farm Credit's done a chart with that. Tim, would that align with what you said on the affordability index of farm credits? Or
I don't know. I think they have started to kind of track rental rates a little bit more, but I'm not sure that they have any kind of reports that they feel kind of comfortable kind of publishing. I'm not 100% sure anyways, but I don't think any studies for sure just relating land values to rental rates anyways.
Yeah, rental rate. I haven't seen the rental rate data that I think would be valuable, but maybe it's out there somewhere.
I'm getting some now. We're getting some now. It's happening right now. Feel that tickle? That's the data coming in.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, it's still coming. Yeah, no, people are still voting. What would you be your over-under, guys, on if rental rates are increasing or not, or they're holding steady or softening?
I would be like 100%. Well, maybe not 100%, but 80%, just barely holding.
Okay, here we go. 43% said rental rates are increasing. 40% said rental rates are holding steady. 11% said rental rates are starting to soften. 10% I'm not sure. And 0% said land is going follow and unrented like it was in southeastern Saskatchewan. I started selling sprayers and everybody was berating me at the trade show because they couldn't afford a tire on the high clearance sprayer I was trying to sell. I remember those days vividly. As a 23-year-old man. It was kind of scary. Tim, what are you thinking?
I mean, I'm just speaking from our experience. So we manage probably 80,000 acres for investors, sophisticated investors. We've done this for 10 years. One of our services that we do is we negotiate rental rates. And so every year we have another kind of tranche of leases that come up that have to be renegotiated. And this year, this January, this February, we will be doing good if we maintain what we got last year on average. Sure, some will go up, but some are coming down. And so that's the first time ever for us.
Yeah, we had some more questions about this. Are you seeing correlation of rent prices to land sale prices? I think that you answered that. How do you figure out fair rental prices for farmland and pasture based on the price fluctuations?
I would say like 2 years ago when land was going up, rent was still going up. Right. And I kind of saw rental as a substitute for purchasing too, right? We can't buy, we're going to rent it, we're going to bid to go get it, right? Or I can't afford to buy it, I'm going to rent it and I can afford to pay a little bit more. So if land values are moving sideways now and rents are moving sideways, then the last 2 or 3 years, maybe it is kind of correlated.
Bruce Chernoff is saying, what are you seeing? What are people seeing for rental rates? Put your rental rate in the chat. Put your rental rate in the chat. Let's go. Let's see this. You show me yours, I'll show you mine. I don't know what it is in Langeberg, but I think it's 150. What would it be, Tim, in Langeberg?
Yeah, it would be up there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I remember, to be fair, some of the land rent went up like higher than most people would have expected sooner, but sometimes to move ahead, if you're bullish on the future, what are you going to do? And if it's close, I mean, that's a lot of, let's face it, proximity. But Donald Larson says an interesting thing. Further on land rent, I rent some out and get less than 1% of land value. Am I stupid? Should I trade for gold?
I don't know about trading for gold. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not selling my gold though, but this is what people who aren't operating their land are starting to say is like, man, I've done 1,200% over the last couple of decades and now I'm only getting a 1% return. And if you're telling me I could start losing that value by 5 or 10% per year, maybe I should just sell it, right? And so, but a lot of people hang on to land for sentimental reasons and there's nothing wrong with that too, right? So yeah, you aren't the only one kind of thinking this right now.
Trent?
Well, I mean, if land values keep going up and you can, I don't know if you really worry about the rental rate if it goes up 10% a year, right? But I guess you need the rental rate to cover taxes and all your costs, but land's been an incredible investment.
Yeah.
And I mean, 1%'s maybe not something you strive for, but the asset went up 10%, I guess, who cares?
Yeah, you look at what the FCC reports on what land went up. Tim?
I'm just going to say like a big weighting factor in an investor's decision to buy land is the appreciation, right? And they know they can only, right now, they know they can only get 2.5%, 3.5% return. But they're banking on 10%, but a good chunk of that coming from appreciation. So if you remove that appreciation from that, then how does that affect how buyers respond or view this?